Hi, my name is Janet Kelly, and I have been teaching for 28 years. I currently teach high school. All of my experience prior to this year was at the elementary level. I taught third grade for most of that, and then this year I made the transition from elementary to high school. And at the school that I'm at currently, I teach 7 periods. My school has an 8-period block schedule. And all 7 periods of my students, totaling about 140 students altogether, are ESOL learners, most of which are level 3, some level 4s, a few level 2s, and some level 1s. My family, I've been married for 28 years, and my husband and I live in Miami Shores. We have 3 children, ages 23, 18, and 14, 2 boys, and the youngest is a girl. My family, we're big sports fans. We do a lot of outdoor activities, bike riding, soccer, sports, things like that. If I had to choose from the following 2 periods in education, the progressive movement or the movement of postmodernism, which would I choose? I would have to say it would be the progressive movement. My reason for that is the aim or the purpose of the progressive movement, according to the article, was to make schools more effective agencies of a democratic society. And in that the schools have a shared conviction that democracy meant that there would be participation by all citizens across all social, political, and economic planes, and that those decisions would affect their lives. So they would have an active role in that. As far as education, the education of those same citizens, according to this perspective, would include a respect for diversity, which means that each person within the group would be recognized for his or her own abilities, their interests, their needs, their ideas, their cultural background. And it would also focus on a development of a socially engaged intelligence, or a social mindset, which would enable them to understand and participate in their communities that they live in, collaborate, and work toward a common goal, a common purpose, or the common good. The educational aspect of that has been the child-centered approach, which was fostered by John Dewey. I feel that this most closely aligns with my current teaching position, being that I teach ESOL students. I'm a teacher in Miami-Dade County Public Schools, and our schools are culturally diverse. They have always been that way, and they're more so that way now more than ever. And I believe that this philosophy, or the ideas of the progressive movement, most closely align with the job that I share every day. And I believe what my own personal educational philosophy comes from much of John Dewey's perspectives on education, of the child-centered approach, and his theories that relate to that. My understanding of politics are mainly from the perspective of a public school teacher, wherein they are not child-centered, given the fact that FSA seems to drive all curriculum and instruction, and drive the mandates that are given to me as a classroom teacher each and every day. And those decisions on things like high-stakes testing and FSA are driven by the state and federal government, and the policies that they enact, with what seems at times little understanding to what's really going on in the classroom. And more than ever, I see that this year, as I see my high school ESOL students struggling to pass the graduation requirement of the FSA that just seems to constantly be out of their reach. That's about it. I look forward to a great semester and graduating. Good night.